Pluto, and welcome back to my channel. It's so good to see you here. If you're new here, hi. If you're not, welcome back. I'm very excited to do this video as it's like kind of like the start to my YouTube channel, which is really fun. And if you found this after you found another one of my videos, hey, what's up? Welcome. I hope you enjoy my chaotic energy and how it's grown. Today we're going to be starting off with a video that I just thought was a good starter to my YouTube because it was a good start to like get started on the start and like the whole start. Yeah, anyway, we're gonna be moving on with this. We're going to be doing my goals and manifestations for the next 3 months. Today, if you did not know, is August 14th. I'm not posting it on that day because that's not on my schedule. So that is almost but this is going to be for my goals and manifestations for the next 3 months specifically because it's about 3 months till my birthday because my birthday is November 16th, which is super fun. So, you know, 3 months. So we're just gonna go through this little list of things I have. It's kind of little, but it like has a bunch of different genres, and I didn't really organize it because I just wanted it to be here. And this is also what I'm going to hang on my little wall so I can see all of my goals and manifestations. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing on my list is actually going to be something that I am going to do this like next weekend, like the few days before I post. A lot of words. So actually the first thing on my list is going to be something that is going to be cultivated by the seeds I'm planting in a few days, and that is going to be a solo trip. I'm going to take another solo trip because I'm taking one this weekend, which, surprise, surprise, there's going to be a vlog out about that right after this video. Ha ha ha, which is super exciting. I'm super excited about that. I'm going to secret, I'm going to but I'm going to go on a solo trip. But another thing I want to do, I want to go on a solo trip, whether I go do a day trip like down and back to somewhere by myself, or like go down to a place, stay for the night, and then spend the next day like exploring, or like I explore and then stay a night and then come home. But I want to do that because I think that it's a really good way to grow. It's a good way to learn to plan things, a good way to experience some things, because this is going to be this solo trip that I'm taking. Sneak peek. This is a sneak peek into my vlog. This first solo trip I'm going to be taking, actually, like really big solo trip that I'm taking. It's first time manning an airport by myself, a different state, Ubers, Lyfts, things that I've never experienced by myself before. And I've never really super experienced Ubers or Lyfts anyway. So I think it's gonna be a really like immersion by fire sort of deal. Excited though, excited, super excited. Okay, so number one, solo trip. Okay, second is going to be my orthodontist off. So my orthodontist payments are set to be done in January. That's about a month and a half after like these goals are supposed to be done. So my goal is to pay a little bit extra each month on top of what I'm paying because I'm almost done. I'm so close because I got my braces off. I got my braces off a few weeks ago. I don't even think it was a month ago. I can't remember the exact day. I know I probably should, but I really don't. I was just super excited, but I love them. I actually got them off a few days early because I wasn't available the day because I got scheduled and I was like, ah. Anyway, pay the orthodontist stuff. That is a big one, money-wise, and it's very attainable, a very good goal, and I think it'd be good to have it done by my birthday. Next is going to be a very musical goal, something that is I'm manifesting for my future and something that is like a long-term investment is going to be rent a French horn. And it's like the rent to own plan at the place here in town, and they have the double French horns. Which is what I grew up playing from 6th to 12th grade, and then I graduated and I went to college, and I actually took the horn I grew up learning on and I took it to college to play for children's theater, but I never actually ended up playing it that year. Very sad day. I'm very disappointed. Anyway, that's going to tie into my next goal. So renting a French horn ties to produce a piece of music. And whether that is going to be produce an instrumental piece of music based on the skills I'm going to learn, because I also want to buy a piano. So these are all like little musical goals. Those are like the things. So my musical goals, let's put these here. Rent a French horn. Get a piano, like a keyboard. I have a guitar that I want to start learning how to play, just like basic things. And then produce a piece of music. So those all tie together into produce a piece of music that I release and that I do, which is really exciting and something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I feel like I have the skills and I have the drive to do it, and I have the passion, and I have the pursuit, and I just have to start following that. So this is steps in a long-term investment. And tying into also a musical genre is going to be posting a cover song a week on my YouTube. So it's going to be Music Monday, and I know that's really kind of, you know, basic, you know. I don't care because it's helping me build my confidence. So basically it's going to be musical Mondays, music Mondays, Monday music. I don't know what quite I'm gonna call it, but I'm gonna have like fun, like catchy title that ties to like music Mondays, something like that. So I'm gonna be doing that. It's gonna be cover songs, a lot from musicals because that's a lot of my repertoire, but just like maybe songs I grew up with, songs that I forgot about, little songs I can learn guitar chords for to build my confidence in guitar, and just stuff like that. So I'm very excited about that. And that pieces into my next goal, which these are kind of all musical goals because it's the career I'm headed towards, which is really fun. Piece together an audition book for like musicals, pieces, if I'm gonna go sing somewhere. Like this is like if I do karaoke, if I get called into open mic night, if I get stuff like this, I need to have a book in my head. I have several songs, but I don't have any songs for like the area I'm in, which is very like country-esque, basic country. Did I mention country? Some rock, but like catchy basic tunes, but it's very country. I don't know if I said country. We're gonna roll with that. But I want to have a repertoire that like fits that, but also meets my own needs. So like if I need to, I'm going to audition, if I'm gonna audition for a musical, if I'm gonna do that, I have an audition book in my head that I feel confident singing, and I have that organized. And that leads me to my next shebang, which is stick to a better daily routine. And by that, I literally just mean stick to a better daily routine. Because right now, I really don't have a daily routine. I really base my life off of work. And I want to transition my mindset from basing it off of work, to basing it off of living, or basing it off of things I enjoy. So like doing this. Like I told my sibling, I was like, I'm going to record this. I was really nervous to record it because they didn't have their headphones in or anything. Because I told them, I was like, I'll be fine. And then I was like, I need to like get used to doing this no matter what the circumstances are. Like I was gonna have my window open, there's a lot of people driving by and I closed my window. Like I adjusted to the circumstances, but I want to base my life off the things I enjoy, the things that are going to bring me joy, the things that are going to give me the future that I deserve, want, and crave. Like that's what I'm headed towards. So I'm going to create a good future for myself, and I want to stick to a routine that honors that. And I'm going to maybe talk about my routine in another video. Actually, I'm gonna do a daily routine video, which is really fun once I like get into my getting into my routine and learning it. My work is very broad, so I don't have a consistent schedule every single week. I usually work mornings, but inconsistent start time, inconsistent end time. It's not like it's inconsistent in a bad sense or a bad terminal. It's not inconsistent in a bad sense, but it's just inconsistent. Like it's not like 6 a.m. every day at 9 to 5. Like it varies and it depends on the day. So I want to have a routine that can flow with that, as well as honor what I need in my life. So that flows into my next thing, which is to read one book a month. But the book that I'm going to be starting with is a book that I probably shouldn't start with because it's difficult to read. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be reading a book and then this book on top of that book. Because this book is extremely difficult to understand, and I've tried several gosh dang times to read it in like one go, but I have to break it into pieces. It's a heck of a book, by the way. Really great. Very thought-provoking and just enamoring, to be honest. It's very, I'm also obsessed with the author, which is really fun. Next is going to be more of my social media, like goals, manifestations, things that I'm working towards in the next 3 months. So it's going to be becoming monetized. This is more of a 3 to 6 month goal because I don't want to place that 3-month thing, but I want to be posting consistent on YouTube, which is another one of my things that I'm going to be doing to work towards this goal of becoming monetized within 3 to 6 months, or like 0 to 6 months. I'm speaking that into existence. So between 0 and 6 months, I want to become monetized on YouTube and be moving with that because I want my life to be aiming in that direction. So that just makes sense to be consistently posting and working towards that and being present on social media. But I need to find that balance of being present versus being too like into it, and having that positive balance where I can have my life work balance, because I want this to turn into my job, because yeah, that's what I want to do. Another goal that's kind of fun, I have a couple more creative goals. So I want to sew a curtain. That's quite simply most of it. I want to sew a curtain and then sew a piece of clothing. Like I have this shirt concept that I want to sew. I was gonna sew it before this trip, but I can't get my sewing machine to work, and I have to meet up with somebody to like look at my sewing machine, and she's gonna teach me how to use it and everything, because I don't know how to run a sewing machine. I guess I could just like stitch it, because I can't embroider, so I can like basic hand stitch. But I really want to wear this top for this specific concert, but I have plenty of clothes, so I'll be okay. But I want to sew a curtain and sew a piece of clothing. Those are just fun creative goals that I want to do, because that's something that I want to be capable of, and I want to have that as an outlet if I so choose. I want to have that option. And then another creative goal I have is to have 2 new cosplays, and I actually have one of them, one that I haven't taken pictures of, and I have everything but like the hat accessory. So I can do that cosplay as soon as I get a hat, and then I can do another cosplay that I've just never taken pictures of and I put together several times. I want to kind of get a new wig for them because it's the very first wig I ever bought. It was from Spirit Halloween, but I'm pretty sure I could make the wig work for some cutesy pictures. So those are some of my creative goals moving forward. Okay, so I just have to brainstorm really quick, so I decided to eat my potato salad because, yeah, potato salad. Okay, so I have a couple more goals that don't really fit into like categories and I just like thought of because I was like, oh, I need some fun ones to like, you know, achieve kind of deal. Hug more trees and pet more dogs and cuddle more kittens. And another goal that I take just as seriously as cuddling more cats is I want to improve my voice. So that starts with taking care of it, and that starts with listening to myself and listening to my voice and listening to my needs when it comes to that. So whether that's drinking tea in the mornings, whether that's drinking tea at work and less coffee because that dehydrates you. Definitely drinking more water. Drinking more water is just a given. Drinking more water, drinking tea, being very conscious of how I use my voice and the inflection within it, and just learning more about it, learning what vowels I struggle with, and basically vocal teaching myself until I can get access to a vocal teacher perhaps. And that may be a goal that's within 6 to 12 months. That is not something I'm super worried about right now because I'm just not really right. That's not really a goal right now, but that could be like a future thing that I look forward to, which is awesome. Hi, baby's just chilling. But yes, taking care of my voice, definitely hydrating really well. Hydrating is just a big goal of mine and I've been doing pretty well with it recently. I have a big Starbucks cup that I usually drink out of, which is awesome. Another goal of mine is going to be to genuinely care about myself. Ugh, I know, right? Actually, I do, but I get into these mindsets where I really struggle with, oh, I can care deeply about these things. I can put thought into things and it matters. I really struggle with the downward thoughts when I fall into those spirals. So that's definitely something that I want to be conscious of and aware of these next few months and want to build that into my routine and into my life because that's very important to me. I admire myself and I want to be somebody that I look up to, like even more so, because I do admire myself for getting through hardships and getting through situations in my life, but I want to admire myself in every step I take the way I look up to like other people I admire, kind of deal, you know? I think that's really important. I think you should admire yourself and you should have that self-confidence to recognize it, and I think that's very important. Yes, another kind of little goal / manifestation. I am manifesting opening up to love, but not specifically, that's not the manifest state. I was looking away from the camera. Nervous. Not manifesting opening up to love, but manifesting love to come into my life to teach me and help me grow because I've shut myself off from love, whether that's friendship love, romantic love, platonic love, except for familial love. I really haven't had a lot of love recently in like different areas of my life, which has been very healing, but I think I'm entering the era where I need to have a good daily routine. I need to push myself to try new things. I need to push myself to kind of grow out of my comfort zone because I've been nurturing and planting my comfort zone and planting that foundational piece for it. But I think I'm ready to take a step out of the garden, which is very important, and I can see that. But it's just very hard to think about some days because it's a big thing. And especially when you've been reflecting on it for, I've been out of college for, I dropped out in May of 2021? Is that right? No, May of 2022. Sorry, I was way off. So it's been about a year and a half. It hasn't even quite been 2 years. It'll be about a year and a half. So all my friends are entering their senior year, which is super, first day of senior year. It's super excited for them. I'll go to their graduation in probably end of April, May, but I don't know. It's a big thing, especially when you've been working on actively recognizing yourself and trying to really, really grasp the concept of you. So that's something that I want to open myself up to in the next few months and through my life. I want to manifest that into my life, and one of my goals is to open myself up and be ready to open and let that love out, but also be willing to learn and know that I'm not always in the right and I'm not always in the wrong. That's just as important. You're not always in the wrong, you're not always in the right. Life is not circumstantial. That seems so just like basic to me. It's so circumstantial, but it's circumstantial. It's so circumstantial. Wow, we got really philosophical over the last few minutes, and now I'm backtracking a little bit back into the vibes, because that was a vibe, but we're back to this vibe really fast. Kitten is currently purring and sleeping on my leg, which is really nice, and I'm very comforted right now. However, I do need to get up and stop the camera, so very entertaining. I will not move the kitten while she is sleeping. So her name is Boots. She's the most precious little bean I ever have taken care of. I love her. She's my baby. Yes, I'm a little sapphic woman with a cat. Fight me. I don't know how else to fight the stereotypes. I will not fight the stereotypes. Look at this. It's all about me. Anyway, these are like the credits. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that me going over my goals and manifestations have really kind of like maybe opened something in your mind. Maybe you related to one of them. Maybe it kind of makes you think a little bit about your own life, which is really cool. Really fun, really cute, kind of quirky, kind of cute, kind of quirky, kind of fun, kind of flirty, kind of vibes. So personally, I think that it's wonderful to write down a list of your goals and manifestations and put it on your wall, because your manifestations are these things that you set in place. And I think that goals are kind of the little stops along the way to get to your manifestations, because the manifestations are the universe working to help you reach your goals, which is really fun, really kind of cute, kind of quirky. I think a manifestation is like a line and there's kind of an ending, but not really. But the goals are like placed along the manifestation line, which is kind of like the visual I keep in my head. So I let the manifestations, we're rolling along, we are taking the steps, which are the goals. We are taking the little steps towards the goals, which are on the manifestation line. So that's how we get to our manifestations, is by taking steps towards the goals. So like paying the orthodontist off, one payment at a time. Budgeting, taking little steps towards doing that. Producing a piece of music. The steps towards that are going to be learning the piano again, playing the French horn, learning how to put things together, getting an app to tune the guitar. Like little things, little steps that you can take to get to your goals are flowing you along that manifestation line towards your initial manifestation and your later manifestations. Anyway, I hope that this video inspired you to kind of think about your own goals and manifestations, and maybe take a couple steps and just look at your life and be thankful for what you have, and always be grateful, because there's always something to be grateful for. Little kitten kisses, little dog paws. If you're not an animal person, the sunlight in the windows, the darkness at night, the starlights when they twinkle. If you've never seen starlight twinkle in like the dark night sky, you have not lived. Anyways, to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I hope you tune in for the next video, which is going to be a vlog of the trip that I'm taking in a few days that I'm super excited about. It's a manifestation come through, true. It's a few manifestations come through. And that's one of the reasons I decided to start with my goals and manifestations. Because this is the end of the video. I hope that you liked this video. And if you did, like and subscribe down below. I don't know where the buttons are yet, but I'm going to figure this out. But don't forget to follow my Instagram or my TikTok, and just follow along with me on this journey. If you didn't like this video specifically, I have a lot of other content that I'm planning on filming, and I do a lot of different things. So stick with me, and I promise that I'll do my best to find something that you enjoy. And I will keep you a little bit entertained, and I'll keep the vibes up. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for watching this video. I am so very grateful for you. And I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day. And this is Pluto, headed back out for orbit. Bye-bye, guys.